We all have things that make us unique to who we are and represent us. My name is Jonathan Kearns. I'm a student at Wapsie Valley High School. Today I'll be sharing 5 things that represent me in this brown paper bag. The first thing that I chose was this Jordan sneaker. And the reason I chose this is because I've always liked sneakers and I've always been into basketball. And those two things go hand in hand with this shoe. And ever since I was a little kid, I would buy sneakers, and I still do that a bunch, and I have a bunch of shoes, and it just stuck around my entire life, so I don't think it's going anywhere. That's why I chose that as my first object. My second object that I chose was a book, and the reason that I chose a book is because I've always enjoyed reading, and I think that it's a very positive hobby to take up. And I try to read at least once a day, and I think that it helps me and is a good thing for me. So that's just why I chose a book as one of my objects, because it's something that I do a lot, and it's something that I want to continue doing a lot. For the third object in my brown paper bag, I chose a hair tie. And I chose a hair tie because I'm a guy and I have very long hair for a guy, and I just need hair ties a lot, and I'm always asking for hair ties from people, and it's just something that, it's kind of unique to me because, I don't know, not a lot of guys have long hair, so that's just why I chose a hair tie as one of my objects. For my fourth object, I chose this wood carving, and this is specially made, and the reason that I chose this wood carving is because it says the town where my mom was born, and it's just where a lot of my family lives, and it's one of my favorite places to be in the world, and it's just always been such a special place for me, so I felt like that would be a very good object to represent myself, and it's very unique to me because I know that nobody else in the world really has this same exact object. And for my fifth and final object, I chose a PS4 controller. And this one is just because I've always liked to game in my life, and I've always had a good time doing it, and it's something that I choose to spend my own money on. And it's just something that brings me enjoyment, and I feel that everybody has their niche and what they like to spend their money on, and gaming is definitely one of those things for me. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, so that is why I chose PS4 controller as my last one. So going over them again, I had the Jordan 11s, I had the book, the hair tie, the wood carving, and then finally the PS4 controller. And these are just the 5 objects that I feel represented me the best and could give somebody a good indication of the type of person I am based off of these objects. That is all for today. Thank you very much for listening to my speech.